Hey everybody, it's time for another Redneck review. Robert Lawrence, the Red Prince here today, and today we're going to be going over Guardians of the Galaxy, number 13. This has been part of the crossover event with the X-Men and the Guardians of the Galaxy, where Jean Grey has been on trial in the Shi'ar Empire for crimes she has not yet committed yet. Alright, and it is a $3.99 book, which is the standard at Marvel right now. It's I'm gonna tell you, this is not gonna be a great score for this one, only because it's a tie-in book, so you have to keep up with all new X-Men and Guardians of the Galaxy at the same time. So you've got to spend a lot of money for this story that I'm not sure is worth it. It could have been done in one book. Okay. But all in all, it's still Guardians of the Galaxy, and I've really enjoyed that so far. It's been like my number 2 favorite team book right now, and you know, we got a movie coming out, so this gets us ready for it. Alright guys, so it's written by Brian Michael Bendis, Charles Marcus, the guy who brought Avengers into the spotlight and gave us one of the greatest comic book movies of all time, helped to create it. Alright, well, it starts off here where the Imperial Guard is talking to Jean Grey, and that she's been tried and found guilty on the homeworld of being the Phoenix, and she goes, "Gladiator, everything the Phoenix did, all those deaths were my fault. You have proven that to me. One day I'll be possessed by the Phoenix Force, or maybe already have. I'm not sure how time travel works anymore. I'll be nothing but a vessel for that horrible thing to murder and destroy." And all the other X-Men and Guardians yelling here, "Jean, get out of there, go!" "Professor, I have this," she tells Kitty Pryde. "I won't be able to stop it. I won't have any control over it. But here's the part I don't understand, and I can't read all of your thoughts. You are all thinking the same thing. None of you could stop it either, none of you. Yet I'm the only one on trial." So she's telling him, "Hey, look, I did, I'm going to do this, but I don't understand. You failed to stop me. So why am I the only one on trial?" He goes, "It might be my face haunts your nightmares, Gladiator. But whether I kill myself or let you kill me, the Phoenix would still find another vessel. You're angry because you're fighting the act of nature, and I'm angry it found me. But all of you know, punishing me or killing me will not stop or change that. What's happened?" And Gladiator says, "We will see. You're the last Grey, and with your ending, I said I would forgive you everything you've done to me today, because I did need to see the Phoenix. I did need to know this. Except your people went and killed my family." Apparently they killed all of her family so that the Phoenix could never be in there. Kind of a dark move for Gladiator, which was really cool to see him in something where he wasn't just, the muscle of the Empire, and he was actually running it gracefully. So, well, the story kicks back, and we're back to fighting the Imperial Guard versus the Guardians versus the X-Men. And apparently Jean Grey is taking it to Gladiator. Look at this picture. It is such an awesome picture of her using her telekinesis and her telepathy all together. She lets loose this power that I don't think she ever had as the Phoenix. I mean, she's just in control of it at this point. And she's smashing ships. They're yelling at her, "Jean, what was that? Has she ever done that before?" And also the Starjammers are there with them, the intergalactic Marvel version of pirates. They're in this one-on-one battle with the Imperial Guard. Oracle is yelling out at her, "Jean Grey, stop this." She's the resident telepath for the Imperial Guard. Do you even know what you're doing? "Stay out of my mind, Oracle," Jean Grey tells Oracle. "I'm warning you now. I can help you." "No. This has to stop. I have to stop them from hurting my friends. Do you know you are demonstrating immense new psychic power? Take me out of your mindscape. I know what I'm doing." They're basically talking in their mind while the rest of them are fighting. We have Angel fighting Nebula over here. He says, "It's psionic energy. I think I'm taking everyone's psychic energy and spending it back out at them." So she's not just using her power. She's using everyone's power to send it back. "And now you're something else. No, I'm Jean Grey, the last of my kind. It's your telepathy and telekinesis working together. I didn't know you could do that. Well, neither did I, Jean tells him. Remember, this is the younger Jean Grey. They came from the past to work in the future. Can you control it? Can you control yourself? Lady, you're the one who forced me to push myself harder than I've ever had to before. You're the one that forced my hand to confront this. I'm not the Phoenix. I'm Jean Grey. And it just really, this one book is really, even though it's not an X-Men book, it's taken places I really like to go with the X-Men that I wish they would have gone and still kept her around, but they didn't. And we have the Guardians, like Star-Lord catching Jean Grey. She goes, "Please, gotcha. Please still be alive." And Oracle's trying to control everything and stop her, and she goes, "This fight is over. Hey, you can't just go and physically manipulate the fight as soon as it starts. Look, Rocket's really mad because he wanted to fight, and he's telling everybody, well, I know she can. It's just immensely bad form." Rocket tells him, and Star-Lord and everyone's rushing towards Jean, and everybody, the fighting's basically over. He goes, "Jean, oh God, please don't be dead." And basically, the fight's over at this point, even though it was just a small little fight. It was pretty cool to see all this stuff. He goes, "Hi, I'm Peter Quill. I know exactly who you are." Jean tells him, "All you Guardians all came all the way here to help me. I love you guys." And she just tells Gladiator really quickly, Gladiator, this Jean Grey is already different than the one you so fear, Oracle tells him. She already has a different relationship to her mind and power set that Oracle is not your decision to end this battle. Basically, he's telling her, look, I'm going to continue this. This is somebody who's fighting that has a lot of hard feelings because people he loved were killed by the Phoenix, and she was the face of the Phoenix. So what do? It's just like, Adolf Hitler was the face of the Nazis, so you blame Adolf Hitler. That's what it's doing in here. And all of a sudden, the Starjammers, the Guardians, and Scott and the X-Men, one of them comes forth, and Scott suffers. And he says, "No, you know what it's mine." Scott tells him, "The decision to end this is mine," he tells him. "And we're leaving. If any of you come back for Jean, if you come anywhere near the planet Earth ever again, I'll kill you," he says. "I'm not joking," he tells him. "If I even hear you're thinking about it, and believe me, we'll hear, I will bring an eternity of the entirety of the mutant race, the Avengers, the Fantastic Four. I will bring a hellstorm of Asgardians, mutants, Atlanteans, and Hulk monsters right down on top of you. We brought this much fight right to you in one day. I'm telling you, stay away from Earth," Scott tells him. And he's talking to, this is a little boy who hasn't yet become this hero that he's supposed to be, and he's telling it to a man who's ruling an empire. So it's pretty cool. His history will repeat itself, and you will die at her hand. Scott Summers is what Gladiator is telling him. He goes, "Has any of this happened before? Don't answer. I can read your thoughts," Jean tells him. "Guess the X-Men are making new history. This is all new." Ha! The name of the book that they're all in is called All New X-Men. He goes, It's over," Oracle tells him. "And the Earth is under our protection, Gladiator. Next time you won't even get near it." He tells him it's done. You're fine. Get out of here. "Peter Quill, you and your Guardians should ask yourself how many star systems you are going to go to war over. This time it cost you greatly." 7, he says. Peter Quill's a smart aleck, and he just gives him like a number. "You are not welcome here, Quill. You have chosen poorly this day." And that makes Gamora and Rocket mad, and Rocket's getting ready to fire off at him just out of spite. Gamora goes, "Rocket, no." What? I mean, he's just getting ready to launch it at him. And they're on their way back to Earth. They're doing the heartfelt goodbyes, the team-up goodbyes, yada yada yada. The only part that was really cool about the goodbye part was Starjammers and the Guardians land on the planet, on Earth, to drop off the X-Men. And he tells them, Jean tells them, "I'll never be able to thank you all. You said that already, numerous times. You owe us all a blood debt." The Guardians thought, because the Guardians are, they're not the the people that are not going to take up a favor, they're going to take it. And he's like, this road trip was pretty good. Next time you think about doing this, Rocket says, let me know. I will definitely keep you for emergencies, Gene tells him. And basically this whole era, I wish I could go back and get some of the all new X-Men stuff, because apparently there's a relationship that's been building between Kitty Pryde and Peter Quill. I think it'll be a good match, and it just goes into detail about that. And they're still pretty young, so it was kind of cool. She gives him a little peck on the cheek and goes on. So a little comic romance there. And they're all talking. Goes, you sure we can't feed you before you take off? The X-Men tell him. You're more than welcome to spend the night in our coverted mutant torture chamber. We're going to leave now. He said, no. He goes, no, we don't want to stay in the torture chamber. He goes, and Groot and Rocket over here talking. I'm Groot. We'll talk about this later, Groot. We're making it weird. Some raccoons coming on the side. Rocket looks at them. He's like, ah. He looks at them. He goes, put on some pants, guys. Gosh. And Scott Summers interrupts the teams. He goes, hey, guys, this is a little hard to say, so I guess I'll just come out and say it. You all know that 2 days ago I thought my dad was dead. I thought I was an orphan. He's talking about Corsair, the leader of the Starjammers, and he's also happens to be Scott's father that was taken by the Shi'ar. Long story. Check out your history on Wikipedia if you want to know more about it. And well, I love you guys, and it's been crazy, all this, but I'm going to go with my dad. So this part really threw me for a loop, because he has to go back to the past to ensure that the current Scott Summers becomes who he's supposed to be. And all the other X-Men from that era are like, what? He goes, go where? Wherever he goes. Into space. For how long? You're leaving us? They're all asking me. I don't think I'm going to allow this. Professor, it's my dad. And he's looking at him like, this is really sad, because they had this on-again, off-again relationship where they hate each other. He hates him for leaving them. Scott, his father hates him for allowing his mother to die and his brother to become what he is now. And this is like a relaunch, because he's actually at that age where he can forgive his father, and all that hate and hurt isn't there. So I thought this was really cool how they did this in the story. Because I know this isn't what we thought would happen, but so far nothing is what we thought it would be. So, and you and I, Gene was looking at me and goes, and you and I get married, we have kids, all the good and terrible things that are supposed to happen to us in our lives, and we both know we don't live happily together. Maybe this way we can finally get to be happy. So he's saying, I know what happens in the future they've written for us, and the future that has been written for us. I'm going to try this and see what I can write for myself, basically. And I just love that part. It gives such a cool feeling of finality and something new. Scott tells him, I love you guys. Stay safe. You've been at it longer than all of us, Laura. Take care of them. Keep them safe. And, they get in the ship and they just blast off. I mean, I didn't think it was really going to happen. And then, the X-Men on the planet are just down here like, wait, what happens if we find a way to get back to our time? Do we go without him? And they just start walking away and going to they've all gone their separate ways. Someone went with the Uncanny X-Men, someone went with the new Xavier School, and Jean Grey just sort of goes into the ice. This is going to make all you A versus X fans a little mad. It made me mad. And her eyes start to go a little red. Meaning the Phoenix Force is still inside of her. Do not want this. I don't want the Phoenix Force at all. I'm just tired of the Phoenix Force. So it was a really sobering thought at the end of this great little comic. Alright, well, Guardians of the Galaxy number 13. All in all, good story, good moments with the characters. I'm going to give it a 4 for the actual story, because it was a good time. We had lots of action. We had Gladiator, who was just an awesome, cutthroat when he wants to be, and I liked it. So the story gets a 4. The art, going to give it a 5. Even though there was a few advertisements, only 4 or 5, so it's not too bad. So that's it, guys. That's your Redneck review for Guardians of the Galaxy number 13, The End of the Trial of Jean Grey, part 6 of 6. It was a pretty good story. I liked the parts I got to read of it, and I'm hoping I'll get to read it in the trade paperback or when I pick up some more individual issues. Alright, guys. Well, again, that score is for the story of 4 and for the art of 5. Let us know how we're doing for you on Redneck Reviews. Tell us what you liked, what you didn't like. If you like all my crazy shirts, just give me a little nudge. Say, hey, dude, you know, your style choice is awesome. Just don't tell me it's bad. Alright, guys. Well, again, God bless you all, and have a great day.